Echoes of a Bullet, the story behind the assassination of Charlie Kirk. One bullet, one moment, a nation shaken. On September 10, 2025, Charlie Kirk, conservative icon, voice of a generation, crumpled on a Utah stage, struck down by a sniper's deadly precision. The courtyard erupted in chaos, blood staining the podium, as cryptic messages etched on the killer's bullets hinted at a motive shrouded in shadows. Was this a personal vendetta, a political strike, or the first ripple of a deeper, darker unrest? Step into the chilling mystery of a murder that's left America divided and searching for answers. Who was Charlie Kirk, and why would anyone want him dead? Born on October 14, 1993, in the Chicago suburbs, Kirk was a prodigy in conservative activism. Dropping out of community college at 18, he co-founded Turning Point USA in 2012 with Tea Party activist Bill Montgomery. The nonprofit exploded, becoming a juggernaut for promoting free market capitalism, limited government, and Second Amendment rights on college campuses. By his early 20s, Kirk was rubbing shoulders with the elite. He advised Donald Trump Jr. during the 2016 campaign, became a surrogate for Trump's 2020 bid, and even spoke at the Republican National Convention. Kirk's style was bold, unapologetic, and often controversial. His podcast, The Charlie Kirk Show, boasted millions of downloads, where he tackled hot-button issues like immigration, race, and cancel culture. He once questioned the qualifications of black pilots in a viral clip, sparking outrage and accusations of racism. Critics labeled him a far-right agitator. Supporters saw him as a defender of American values. Married to Erica Franceby, a former Turning Point executive, they had a 3-year-old daughter. At 31, Kirk was at the peak of his influence, dubbed a kingmaker by the New York Times for mobilizing young voters. His American comeback tour in 2025 was meant to rally the base post-Trump's re-election, with stops across battleground states. Little did anyone know, Utah would be his last. Fast forward to September 10, 2025, in Orem, Utah, a picturesque college town nestled against the Wasatch Mountains. Utah Valley University, UVU, a public institution with over 40,000 students, was hosting the kickoff event of Kirk's fall tour. Despite a student petition to cancel due to Kirk's divisive views, UVU's free speech policies prevailed. The outdoor rally was set in the Fountain Courtyard, a bustling open space near the Student Center. Around 3,000 attendees, mostly students, families, and Turning Point supporters, gathered under a large tent emblazoned with American Comeback Tour. Security? Shockingly minimal. Just 6 uniformed officers, a few plainclothes guards from Kirk's team, and no metal detectors or bag checks. Tickets were app-scanned at the gate, but the perimeter was porous. In hindsight, it was a recipe for disaster. Now, enter the shadow. At 8:29 a.m. Mountain Time, a gray Dodge Challenger pulls into the UVU parking lot. Surveillance footage captures a figure weaving through campus, past the library, under a pedestrian tunnel, up stairwells in academic buildings. By noon, the individual has changed into all-black attire, a long-sleeved shirt with an American flag and eagle patch, dark pants, Converse shoes, and sunglasses. They climb to the rooftop of the Richard D. and Joanne B. Lacy Center, a multi-purpose building just 142 yards from the stage. From there, with a clear line of sight over the courtyard railing, the perch is set. The rifle, an imported Mauser .3006 bolt action with a scope, wrapped in a towel for stealth. In the chamber, a single round. In the magazine, 3 more, each casing engraved with cryptic messages. "Hey, fascist. Catch," alongside lyrics from Bella Ciao, the anti-fascist Italian partisan song. At 12:09, Charlie Kirk strides onto the stage, tossing branded hats to cheering fans. He's in his element, microphone in hand, launching into a discussion on campus free speech and mass shootings, ironically warning about rising threats to conservatives. At exactly 12:23 p.m., mid-sentence while chatting with UVU student Hunter Kozik, the shot rings out. A single, precise crack from the rooftop. Kirk clutches his neck, blood spraying across the podium. He staggers, collapsing in a pool of crimson as 6 men rush to lift his limp body. The crowd erupts in pandemonium. Screams pierce the air. People dive for cover. Barricades topple. One witness, just 20 feet away, later said, "It was like a movie, blood everywhere, and then chaos." The shooter bolts FBI released surveillance, captures him sprinting across the rooftop, leaping at least 15 feet to the ground below, then dashing along the edge of the campus parking lot, crossing Campus Drive, and vanishing into a nearby wooded area where the rifle and engraved casings are later found, still warm, alongside palm prints and a shoe impression. His face partially obscured by sunglasses and a cap, but the footage reveals a distinctive limp in his gate key to his identification amid the chaos. Kirk is rushed to Timpanogos Regional Hospital, 4 miles away. Emergency surgery begins, but the wound is fatal. A clean shot severing arteries with no exit wound. The high-velocity round miraculously halted by the density of Kirk's bone, sparing lives behind him on stage. At 2:40 p.m., President Trump announces on Truth Social, Charlie Kirk has been murdered. A great patriot gone too soon. UVU locks down at 12:37 p.m. Classes suspended until September 15th. Sirens wail as FBI, ATF, and local police swarm the scene. The crime scene spans the blood-soaked courtyard, the rooftop with palm prints and a shoe impression, and the wooded drop-off area where the rifle is found still warm, towel discarded nearby. The investigation kicks into overdrive. By evening, conservative activist George Zinn is arrested for obstruction after jokingly claiming responsibility online, also cleared. The FBI, led by Director Kash Patel, sifts through 11,000 tips. At 7:19 a.m. on September 11th, they announce recovering the rifle. By 9:56 a.m., photos of the suspect's sunglasses, blacktop, Converse are released nationwide. A $100,000 reward is offered at 10:44 a.m. The manhunt spans Utah's deserts and mountains, with checkpoints and drones. The breakthrough came from family, not tech. The 22-year-old suspect from St. George, Utah, a former Utah State University student, an electrical apprentice, had no criminal record. He ranted at family dinners about Kirk spreading hate at UVU. Roommates showed Discord messages hinting at his growing fixation, though the platform found no evidence of plotting violence there. When one roommate asked, "Why?" he replied, "I had enough of his hatred." In a group chat, an acquaintance tags him with suspect photos. "This you?" He jokes, "My doppelganger's trying to get me in trouble." When rewards are mentioned, he quips, "Only if I get a cut," and sarcastically adds, "Better get rid of this manifesto and exact copy rifle I have." The end came quietly. On September 11th evening, the suspect's father spots the FBI sketches, confronts him at home in St. George. Dad calls a youth pastor, a family friend, and court security officer who helps de-escalate. The pastor alerts U.S. Marshals. At 8 a.m. September 12th, the suspect surrenders peacefully outside his parents' home. SWAT swarms the quiet street. He's cuffed without resistance. Trump announces on Fox and Friends, "We have him." Governor Spencer Cox confirms, "No accomplices, acted alone." The suspect's held without bail in Utah County Jail. facing potential charges of aggravated murder, obstruction, and felony discharge of a firearm. Death penalty possible. He won't talk. No additional arrests, but federal charges from the Department of Justice are expected soon, with investigations confirming no ties to left-wing groups. Public outrage continues. A Utah teacher faces dismissal for showing graphic videos to students and claiming Kirk deserved it, while social media debates intensify over deplatforming figures like Twitch streamer Hazen Piker, with Elon Musk calling the left the party of murder amid escalating threats. Right-wing voices like Ben Shapiro have targeted the furry subculture over the bullet engravings, drawing backlash from online communities. The killing of Charlie Kirk exposes America's fractures, a nation where words become weapons and online rage turns real. With charges filed today and a court appearance underway, questions linger. Was he a symptom of polarization or something darker? His legacy? Kirk's movement surges, but at what cost? Share your theories below. Lone radical or bigger plot? Like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more deep dives into true crime's unsolved shadows.